All right, guys, I'm going to start out the video by saying check out Barbell Apparel. They are my sponsor. I know you guys don't like sales pitches. I know nobody does. I get that. And these guys support me. They support the channel. So if you support me, check them out. Give their stuff a shot. The shirts fit tight around the arms. They feel good. My favorite item are the Phantom shorts. It's a 7-inch inseam. They're loose. They're light. They feel great. They're nice to lift in, to run in, everything. Those are my favorite. That's what I'm going to wear today on my 10-mile run. But check them out. Not going to sales pitch you guys all the time, but just these guys support me. If you want to check them out, you can use my page, my code, whatever. Now, the point of today's video. So, I'm going to be 32 years old in a month here. So today is July 21st. August 24th, I will be turning 32 years old. Albeit I look like I am 10 years younger than I am probably. Maybe not quite that much, but I look a lot younger given the lifestyle changes. Body weight, around 205 pounds most days. I've gotten down to as low as 200 pounds. So a lot of weight's come off. I'd estimate, if I had to guess, my body fat, 8.5%, I'd say. That's my guess. I'm going to do a bod pod, body fat testing here in a little while. So a bod pod you can do, it's like $30. It's fairly accurate from everything I've found. I know the gold standard is the DEXA scan. That's what everybody does. It's $120. So I may do that at some point as well, but the bod pod will suffice for now to kind of see where things are at and get a pretty good gauge on that. So obviously, the thing I want to talk about here is still having goals. Like, I know I'm not on PDs. I know I'm not lifting the weights I once was, but the goals, having these extreme goals don't change. I think every man needs that. There's no shame in pivoting your lifestyle. Like, I know I've lost followers. I know I'm going to continue to lose some followers, but I'd rather build a more intimate community of people who are all in on what I'm doing and want to be better themselves, as opposed to the people who just kind of check in and go, okay, and they're trying to find an interesting video to entertain them. This is not about entertainment. I'm not an entertainment channel. I'm not going to put out stuff just to keep people fascinated. What I'm about is self-improvement. So if you're about self-improvement, you're in the right spot. And like I said, I've lost followers. I could show you on Instagram in particular. Lost a lot of followers who were just in it to follow that lifting journey, to see those extreme weights, who are all about that. And I get that. It's entertaining. I like watching guys like Shane Hunt, Dan Green, guys putting up insane weights with crazy superhuman physiques. Like, I get the appeal of that. But that's not who I am anymore. Okay, I've seen way too many of my friends pass away in the fitness industry. It's crazy to me. I've seen people who I have no affiliation with pass away. The Joe Aesthetics, I didn't know him. There's been others. Jerry Ward, didn't know him. But these are notable people in the fitness industry who are doing stuff similar to me. And, I've seen friends of mine, Boston Lloyd, Leo in Longevity, Leo Rex. Like, these guys passed away. And I've just seen too many people come close to. Chris Hickson, I've seen too many people who I was friends with, I would text with, who have passed away. And it makes you wake up. I'm 32 years old. I'm not 25 years old. I'm not 20 years old. I'm not going to be playing around with PEDs. I'm not going to be, jeopardizing my life and jeopardizing how my daughter's going to grow up, how my wife's going to get by. I have a wife. I have a daughter, a 15-month-old. I'm not going to jeopardize their future over doing something in that light where I'm putting myself at risk to not be here. And I was even killing myself with sleep apnea slowly. I never used to CPAP. I had really bad sleep apnea for 10 years, high blood pressure, all that sort of stuff. So for me to come down to a lighter body weight, that played a big role in it, getting rid of the sleep apnea completely, which I have. But I'm always trying to better myself, guys. It's a different journey. I'm not trying to go in and, I'm not going to lift anymore. I'm not going to power lift. I'm going to lift light weights. No, screw that. I'm not doing that. I'm not out here trying to be weak and small and all that. And I think if you guys saw how lean I am, you would get it. My physique looks amazing right now compared to what it did look like even a few months ago. But I'm not flaunting around my physique out of respect for my wife. Okay, that's why I don't do it. I don't feel like I need to show off my body all the time and stand half naked to gain a following, gain an audience. Okay, I know that would help, but that's not what we're after. And self-improvement at the end of the day is what I'm after. I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to be better than the version I was yesterday. That's truly never been more true than now. So, being 205 pounds, I'm still chasing that 353 bench, which the reason for that number is it's 160 kilos, 350 bench at about 200 pounds body weight, while being on no PEDs, no TRT, nothing of the sort. That would be a very impressive number in my mind, especially for a guy like me with long arms. I have long arms. You can see, I have long arms. Still got some muscle, still got long arms, okay? I still have muscle. But I have long arms, 350 bench, that would be great. I'm at 323 pounds now. Pretty happy with that, but I'm not content. I'm still striving for the 350 bench. And then I'm also striving for a 705 pound deadlift, which is 320 kilos. And the reason for that is it's 6 reps per side on deadlift. That would be a really good deadlift, again, drug-free, off TRT, all that sort of stuff. And these goals seem somewhat ambitious, but also attainable. I tried a 650 deadlift with minimal deadlift training 5 weeks ago, tweaked my back a little, getting back into it. I'm still squatting. I'm just not prioritizing the weight on squats as much as I am on deadlift. But these are still very respectable strength goals. So they may not be 900 pound deadlift. They may not be a 500 pound bench, but there's still something that gets me excited. They're weights that are very respectable, especially with this leaner physique. And they're weights that, given the amount I'm running, they make sense. I'm running 40 miles a week, guys. Every single week, I'm running 40 miles a week. I'm not slacking. I'm running 6 days a week. Most days it's 5-6 miles. I have a long run of 10 to 11 miles. I was thinking about this the other day. I'm training for this half marathon, which is November 10th, the Secret City Half Marathon in Oak Ridge. So still plenty of time. I've been running for the last 5 months. I put in 5 months, 5 months in a row the last few months. Running never came easy to me. It's never been natural. It's starting to feel a lot better, at this lighter weight, being more in shape. But the goal for the half marathon was sub 140, hour and 40 minutes. That's a 7:37 pace. But I've even been thinking lately, I'm like, let's take it up a notch. Let's go sub 130. Let's try to aim for that. Because even if I don't get there and I fall slightly short of that or whatever, aiming for this ambitious goal is going to get me excited. It's going to make me work hard. It's going to make me better. So a lot of times we just cut ourselves short. We sell ourselves short. We're not making ambitious enough goals. So, I don't know anyone who's done that. I don't know anyone who has done a 130 half marathon while deadlifting 700 pounds and benching 350. I don't think it's been done. So I want to be the guy to kind of put this all together where it's like, we're knocking out ambitious goals left and right. And that's the thing. I want to have the health, I want to have the endurance, and I want to have the strength. I want to combine them all. That's where I'm at in life. It makes the most sense to kind of pivot to this. It gets me excited. It gets me as fired up as powerlifting once did. And I still want to compete. I still am thinking maybe possibly at the end of the year competing at 198 in a full power meet. So there's a lot on the table. That meet would be December 2nd or 9th. There's 2 meets in the area at that time. I would probably jump in on one of those. But the goals are still in place. That never goes away. The passion never goes away. I'm trying to improve. And I think it's big for us as men to have these ambitious goals that push us. I can feel like I've talked about my testosterone levels have rebounded. A million people said they wouldn't. A million people said I would have to go on TRT. A million people said I couldn't do that. And I feel amazing. I feel like I get excited every day. I get excited to train. I get excited for everything. I was actually just checking to see if my blood work came back on this last one. It's not there yet, but we'll get into that. But having this balance of strength, endurance, and health, that's what I'm after. That's what this channel is going to be about. So it's not going to be an entertainment channel, but I'm going to try to make us better. I want you to be better. I want you to try to improve yourself. I want you to seek out better health, take care of yourself, get your blood work checked, do cardio, that sort of thing. I want you to focus on your goals and try to smash them. That's what we're after. This in society, it's been talked about. Society doesn't want us to be men. Society doesn't want us to be better. But just because you're trying to be healthy and stay in shape doesn't make it you a wuss or whatever. You don't have to be small. You don't have to be weak. None of this. So my goal is to show that, like, you can be strong. You can be ripped. You can be healthy, all these things at the same time. And I think a lot of guys don't think it's possible. A lot of guys sell themselves short. They make excuses. But we need to stop making excuses and we need to start getting after it. And that's the main thing I'm after here. It's like, I want to get after it. I want to be a better person all the time. I want to get stronger. I want to get in better shape. I want to be as healthy as possible and be there for my family. So that's what this channel is about. You know, as I approach 32 years old, that's what I'm trying to do. I hope you guys are here for the journey. It's going to be less of people. It's going to be more intimate, but that's okay. You know, not everybody's going to be about it, and I'm okay with that. But quality over quantity. So you guys who are always checking in, always commenting, always watching all the videos, I view that as quality. I view that as a community of people who are like-minded and who are ready to get after it and want to smash their goals. And it's going to turn some people off who are solely interested in the heavy weights and powerlifting and all that sort of stuff and the traps up to my ears and all that kind of stuff. But that's okay. You got to pivot in life. Sometimes you got to take chances. You got to go out on a limb. You got to adjust, and that's what I'm trying to do. So I appreciate the support from all you guys who stuck around, who are sticking around. Let's make ourselves better this year. Let's get after it month in and month out. And I have way bigger goals to come after this half marathon. There's no doubt about that. I'm not just going to stop with, you know, okay, I benched 350, I deadlifted 700, I did the 130 half marathon. Like, I'm not stopping there. I'm going to keep rolling. This train's just going to keep going on the tracks. And I'm excited about it. I want you guys to pick out equally ambitious goals, seek them out, get after it. Let's do this. 2023, we still got plenty of time this year. Make the most of it.